But why Thatch Close? What gave us the name?
The name, pretty much, I was brought up in a cul-de-sac, and so I was getting ideas left, right, and centre about writing characters and stuff, and I thought, why not put them in a little cul-de-sac so that they're all sort of, it's all close confinement, so they have to talk to each other, or they have to, or they all know about each other. And I thought, yeah, cul-de-sac. They do actually explore the city every now and again.
Oh, right. So
yeah.
you have the sort of on-location episodes, do you?
I do, but it's very expensive to make sets there.
I can imagine.
Like, skyscrapers and...
You could take them out into the centre of Brighton or something.
Yeah, just filming them from the bottom, just looking up. Like, what do they do in Fraggle Rock?
Yeah.
I absolutely adore Uncle Travelling Mac.
It's a new concept. So you did Prisoner Cell Block H. You did... You had the plasticine characters. Obviously, you were videoing them at the time. You were using friends for different voices and things. But Thatch Close... Thatch Close came with the advance in technology, or your access to technology, didn't it?
Absolutely.
And we're talking about 2003 here.
Yeah, I was stuck in a dead end.
Yeah.
With Thatch Close, because there wasn't anything. There wasn't much I could do with it. I could only pull it onto DVDs or videos and. Show my friends. There was no way to explore avenues to go down. There was nothing really I could possibly do to promote it until I got my, my editing software, and I worked for TV, which again opened up avenues for me to, I suppose, have more belief in what I do. So. To carry on with my dream. And then I guess being a filmmaker, when you start, having the technology to do whatever you want with it, it all comes to life. It's absolutely amazing. It's beautiful when it comes together.
So were you originally needing assistance in bringing films together, and then you moved on to developing this yourself?
How do you mean?
Well, I mean, basically, when you first started moving into production of Thatch Close as being like a sort of an internet phenomenon, you would have needed assistance when it came to videos and video editing and publicising this work. But you appear now to have moved on to a stage where your own productions are coming through now.
Producer of my own show, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously I knew about YouTube and stuff. So I had friends that were doing my editing for me. And whilst I was directing and telling them exactly how I want it, this needs to come in there and everything, I realised I was doing it by myself, the production side to it myself. So I then, become... I was learning what they were editing, how they were editing it and putting it together. My good friend Dan Creed and Anthony Carpendale from Subterranean Films. I think he still goes under that name. So they started me off. I always knew that I was a filmmaker.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. But I didn't have the technology to then make it go. In a digital direction, if you like, with all the stuff you can do now with editing. And then the voiceover work, my friend Rob Semple, who we originally filmed Thatch Close with in '94, he was the voice of Tanya. And he's just come back to play Tanya again in the last one. It's all a bit...
It's a bit like the return on the soaps, isn't it, when the characters suddenly come
it's
back.
very Home and Away.
Yeah, absolutely.
In the day.
Absolutely. So you must have had quite a few people coming in on this production at different times, playing different characters. Yeah,
because it wasn't... we aren't a company yet, we haven't, there was no financial gain from it. People can only do what they can do when they're not, when they've got their own work to be doing. So they've really been just brilliant friends, really have. And now as the production's got serious, more serious, even though I'm a great believer in laughing at joking about myself, you know, laughing at it. So other people have really taken it seriously, and like even what really threw me is the Chucky doll loves us. You know that one from the horror film?
Yeah.
Chucky, Child's Play.
Quite frightening.
He's
Very
a fan.
frightening, actually.
No, just the people that make him. But...
Yeah. What, you've had contact with them?
Yeah, well, he didn't turn up, but that would have been funny. Anyway, and also my mate Paula Woods, who's doing the voiceovers to Consuela.
Is she an actress, isn't she?
She is, yeah. She is an actress, yeah. And then of course there's Rob Semple and Darren Carrington, who does the. Sometimes he dresses up with me as the characters, so we get lots of people to dress up as the characters now because we're going into that direction.
So let's get this right. You've got these puppets on a little set, but sometimes you actually. Well, I mean, I use the word humanise. You completely humanise them because you actually play the roles of the puppets yourself.
Yeah.
Is this kind of some kind of a set adaptation where you've got an enlarged set behind you or something? How does it work when you actually physically don the frocks yourself and become a character?
How do you mean? Like in the
this clever video editing, is it that you're doing here?
Oh yes. Because it's so clumsily done. I mean, you can see how funny it is. It's hilarious. We're having I want it to come across as if it's cabaret.
Yeah.
As if it's you know, it's people are supposed to laugh at it. And people are supposed to know that it's not supposed to be a deadly seriously, you know, to perfection. But
so in a sense, it's the amateur production which is almost professionalising it.
Always has been with Thatch Close.
Yeah. Because that's part of your creation.
If I lose that with the show, I think that's it.
Right.
If I try and make it really sensible and very, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I lose that, there were old episodes where I would hand out the script, and then at the end of the sentence, someone would keep going on and then just talk about, oh, this room's lovely, or anyway, thanks for the tea and everything, and I left it in sometimes because it was just so I get someone to play that character and I just leave them to just do it, and they know that I'm doing it for a joke. And
so the outtakes are actually part of the, and you've got the puppets as if they've gone into another domain.
Yeah.
As if they know, as if the puppets themselves consider themselves to be actors.
Absolutely, yeah. You've got to give them life, otherwise they won't work with you.
That's incredible. Is Thatch Close? I mean, people are going to see this on the internet. We're going to give them the addresses to look at it, and I think it's something that's highly addictive. Is there something biographical about this?
Well, what's the big word for me? What does that word mean?
Is it a reflection of parts of your life, or the whole of your life, times in your life where you've taken on a certain sort of caricature to embrace a situation?
Nothing whatsoever like my life. I mean, the energy that goes in, I haven't got the energy like that. Most of the time I'm drinking chamomile tea. It's a bit boring, but it's not as dramatic my real life, no.
Right. Okay. No. But there must be certain,
I wouldn't want it
there
to
must
be,
be certain incidents which have happened in your life that you've related and put into Thatch Close. Or at least there must be certain...
There is loads of... The writing, yeah.
Yes.
As an artist, you've got to channel... I think everyone as an artist channels all of their pain, all of their anger, all of their emotion into whatever form of art they work with, what medium they work with. And mine's puppets and the... I don't know if you noticed, but my interior design, but miniature. And material design as well. Well, that's another name.
I mean, there is a lot of... I mean, you talk about the amateur nature of the production, but it is an amateur form of professionalism because there's a lot of intricate detail which have gone into these sets. I mean, you've put a lot of hours into this, haven't you? How long does it take you to create a puppet, a singular puppet?
7 hours.
7 hours?
Around 7 hours, yeah.
Okay. So it's not so much the cost as